Hello and welcome to our latest unboxing video. I'm Eliza here at the Hatfield Public Library and I have more kids' books. It is summer. We need to get as many kids' books out as possible because we are hoping to have lots and lots of kids in the library for our summer reading program. I'm going to start with a chapter book by Gary Schmidt. This is called The Labors of Hercules, Beal. And Gary Schmidt was the author of what was his big one called? His most famous one was the Wednesday Wars, but he actually has a bunch. So this is about a boy who's named after a mythical hero, but he's the smallest kid in his class. So he gets the assignment of duplicating Hercules's amazing feats. It's cool. I like that. That's a cool premise. We have a book by Dave Eggars, The Eyes and the Impossible. Dave Eggars known for being a little more experimental sometimes, um, and this definitely seems to fit this. It's about a dog who's a free dog who lives in the park, and he reports what he sees to the three ancient bison, who are the keepers of the equilibrium. But then the equilibrium gets disrupted, and there are puzzles. Wow. Interesting. That's a wild premise, and I don't know where it's going to go. And I love it. I love that. Something different. We have a new Rick Riordan from the world of Rick Riordan, co-written with Mark Oshiro, and it's called The Sun and the Star: A Nico D'Angelo Adventure. So hopefully, ooh, look, there's like some map action going on. I don't really know enough about the world to know how this fits in, but it sounds like some of the Percy Jackson characters are there. Yeah, I'm sure the kids who are fans will know all about it. We have The Witch of the Woodland by Laurel Snyder. Aw. So this is about a girl. She says everything used to be simple. Her best friend is acting funny. Everyone thinks she's weird. And then she's preparing to go to her bat mitzvah, even though she says she barely goes to synagogue. And then the other thing is that she's a witch, and so she has to sort of make sense of all this and figure out if she says she's always been casting spells, but people don't really believe her. So she has to figure out what is real. We have a new one by Angie Thomas, who made big splash in the world of teen literature with The Hate You Give. And this is Nick Blake and the Remarkables, the Manifestor prophecy. Um, so this is a new series, contemporary fantasy inspired by African American history and folklore. So about a girl who wants to be a powerful manifestor, um, but her father ends up being imprisoned. We have Once There Was by Kiyash Monsef. It looks almost like it's a little hard to see, but the cover I think is like a very blown up picture of like a griffin or something. You can see a little more on the back. So that's intriguing. So this is about a girl who is told father's stories of mythical beasts by her father. Now she's not a little girl. Her father dies, and it says her father was no ordinary veterinarian. The creatures he told her about were real, and so she steps into a magic world hidden in plain sight. I love this premise that he was maybe like a veterinarian to magical creatures. We have Ellie Engle Saves the World Crossed Out Herself by Leah Johnson. It is important. Before you save the world, you have to take care of yourself. It says it's a laugh until you cry, cry until you laugh story about friendship. Aww. Oh no, so her dad has left their house. She's alone with her pet fish because her mom works all the time. She doesn't fit in at school. And then there's a freak earthquake. Oh wait, she causes the freak earthquake. Oh, she ends up straight in the spotlight. Yeah. So we have The One and Only Ruby by Catherine Applegate, who wrote The One and Only Ivan. And this one is about a young elephant who loves playing in the mud. Seems like so she maybe lives in the animal sanctuary with Ivan and Bob. So this is another sequel. We have two I get it, Monsterious books, The Snatcher of Raven Hollow by Matt McCann and Escape from Grimstone Manor. And these look like they are scary, creepy stories. Um, Sounds fun. We have Iggy Rules the Animal Kingdom by Annie Barrows, who wrote Ivy and Bean, which I'm a big Ivy and Bean fan. This is illustrated by Sam Ricks. Good, like sort of good beginning chapter book with illustrations. It says on the back, it says grown-ups make no sense of all. And there's actually lots of books in the Iggy series. I'm not sure we have them all, but I think we have a few other. So good choice for kids who are just launching into chapter books. We have Planet Omar Ultimate Rocket Blast by Zanib Mian, and it's illustrated by Kyan Cheng. And I'm sure we have at least one other Planet Omar Omar book. They're trying to build the best. They want to build the best rocket at the school so they can go to nationals and maybe tour a rocket that actually went to space. We have Penny Draws a Best Friend. So cute. Oh my goodness. This is by Sara Shepard, who I feel like I know Sara Shepard. I think she wrote sort of she does YouTube videos, maybe. Let me see if I'm right. Oh no, bestseller selling series Pretty Little Liars. And this is her first one for young readers. Oh, okay. That's where I know the name. Um, So this is about a fifth grader and budding artist. She was very worried about a lot of things with fifth grade. A lot of books like that. I mean, because it's like growing up is hard. We have Middle School and Other Disasters, Worst Broommate Ever. So this is part of a series by Wanda Coven, illustrated by Anna Abramskaya, and kind of fun things going on with the fonts. A little bit of illustration, not a ton. And yes, it's about a girl who's going to a middle school that has secret classes for witches in training. Two more books. We have Camp Sylvania by Julie Murphy. So this is about a girl who wants to be an actor and she wants to go to performing arts camp, but instead her mom sends her to fat camp, and so she ends up it's like a little weird because in addition to all the sort of like negative things about fat camp, like weigh-ins and workouts, they also have to donate their blood, and then there's like all these other little rules, and I think that maybe there's like a supernatural element. Like that camp counselor person up at the top definitely looks like she could like maybe be a vampire. I'm just going to go out on a limb here. And then on the back it mentions that that you might want to pack some garlic and wooden sticks. Last of all, we have a James Patterson, and written with Keir Graff, and this is Minerva Keene's Detective Club. Um, Gosh, does this take place in a magical world? I don't know. I don't know. It says she lives in some place called the Arcanum, but I think it might be her apartment building. And yeah. And then so I think the Arcanum is her apartment building, even though it sounds a little magical. And then she's solving mysteries. Her neighbors start getting poisoned. That's my box. We will be getting those out on the shelf.